Hello. Today we will delve into a mysterious case that once shocked public opinion in China. A case where the truth was hidden behind the perfect facade of daily life. A case where deceitful love and a heinous crime intertwined to create an almost unbelievable horror. The victim was a husband and father who disappeared without a trace. The perpetrator? A devoted top supporter of male streamers, known as Top 1 Donator in an online platform world. However, in reality, she had been married for 3 years and had cold-bloodedly murdered her husband, hiding his body in a freezer for 15 months. While living under the same roof as the victim's remains, she maintained ambiguous relationships with other men and defrauded her in-laws of hundreds of thousands of yuan, all to shower gifts on her favorite streamers. Her quiet demeanor was merely a facade concealing her heartless and cruel nature. Now, let us travel back in time to 2023 to uncover the details of this shocking story. The events took place in Suzhou, Jiangsu province, China. On March 9, 2023, in the Yidongyuan residential complex, a relocated housing estate built in 2019 near the Grand Canal and the western bypass of Suzhou's Gusu district, the truth finally came to light. The central figure in this case, Dongli, lived in this neighborhood. On that fateful day, her mother visited her daughter's home in Yidongyuan to help with cleaning. While tidying up the bedroom, Zha's mother noticed a freezer in the corner of the room, covered with various items and sealed with tape. It seemed unusual for a freezer to be in a bedroom, but she thought little of it at first. Since the freezer appeared dirty and cluttered, she decided to clean it both inside and out while her daughter was away. After clearing the miscellaneous items and peeling off the sealing tape, she opened the freezer. Initially, she saw some frozen lamb and beef. However, as she continued to inspect it, she noticed something large and solid beneath the frozen meat. Clearing away the contents, she made a horrifying discovery: the frozen, curled-up body of her son-in-law, Hongwei, who had been missing for 15 months. Overcome with fear and shock, Zha's mother rushed out of the house and called her daughter. When Zha returned home, her mother, still trembling, demanded an explanation. Realizing that her secret had been exposed, Zha confessed. She admitted that she had murdered Pang and hidden his body in the freezer to avoid detection. At her mother's insistence, Zha called the police and turned herself in. Pang Hongwei, born in 1991, was a native of Huainan, Anhui province. He was the second of 3 brothers in his family. His parents, who started from humble beginnings, made a living selling pancakes from a 3-wheeled cart, enduring many hardships to raise their sons. Among the 3, Pang was the most accomplished. After excelling in high school, Pang gained admission to Suzhou University. He was a source of pride for his family and worked diligently to meet their high expectations. After graduating from university in 2015, Pang's career did not immediately take off. He changed jobs a few times before settling into a position as a real estate agent. Although his family initially disapproved of his choice, considering real estate a low-status job requiring no degree, Pang's natural talent and hard work soon silenced the critics. By October 2016, the real estate market in Suzhou was booming. The local government had implemented policies to regulate the market, including restrictions on purchases and loans. These measures created a buying frenzy as people scrambled to secure homes in Suzhou, driving up prices and demand. As a real estate agent, Pang found himself in the right place at the right time. His excellent communication skills and tireless work ethic quickly earned him the trust of his clients. His impressive sales record led to a promotion to a managerial position, and his income steadily increased. During this period of career success, Pang also found love. In 2016, he met Dongli, a co-worker 2 years his junior. Zha, born in 1993, was a Suzhou native. She came from a well-off family that had benefited from urban relocation compensation, giving her financial stability. Although Zha was known for her quiet and introverted demeanor, the two gradually grew closer. On February 20th, 2017, Pang and Zha officially started dating. Pang was deeply in love and often expressed his affection publicly. He added Zha's initials to his social media username and posted monthly updates on their relationship milestones. For 17 months, Pang meticulously recorded their happy moments, celebrating special occasions like Valentine's Day with romantic gestures. However, Zha's behavior was notably different. Her social media mainly focused on celebrity fandom and personal grievances. She rarely reciprocated Pang's declarations of love, with the exception of a post about a Jiangsu concert they attended together in late 2018. In 2019, Pang used his savings and financial support from his parents to purchase a home in Suzhou. That same year, Jia discovered she was pregnant. In early 2020, the couple registered their marriage, and on February 3rd, their daughter was born. Pang was overjoyed and documented every milestone of his daughter's growth. His social media posts reflected his pride in fatherhood, as he shared pictures and videos of her sleeping, playing, and smiling. To provide a better future for his family, Pang left his stable job and launched his own real estate company. However, by 2020, the real estate market began to decline due to the pandemic and other economic factors, leaving Pang's business struggling. As the family's financial situation worsened, tensions grew between Pang and Jia. Jia became increasingly distant and cold. She was indifferent to Pang's efforts to support the family, and her interactions with his parents were strained. Despite the challenges, Pang organized a belated wedding ceremony for Jia on October 1, 2020, hoping to strengthen their bond. However, just 4 days after the ceremony, an argument erupted when Pang accidentally woke their baby. Jia lashed out at him, venting her frustrations on social media with a stream of vulgar insults. The couple's relationship continued to deteriorate as financial pressures mounted. By 2021, the once thriving real estate market in Suzhou had entered a downturn. Pang's real estate company struggled to stay afloat amid falling demand and stricter government regulations. Eventually, the company was forced to close, leaving Pang without a stable income. During this challenging time, Jia Dongli's behavior took a troubling turn. She became obsessed with live streaming platforms, particularly male streamers, and began spending extravagantly to tip and send gifts to them. Jia's goal was to achieve and maintain the status of top supporter, or Try Jai Top 1 for her favorite streamers. Jia spent hours watching live streams and competing with other fans to stand out in the eyes of the streamers. Despite the family's worsening financial situation, she continued to make excessive donations, explaining to Pang that her spending was an investment to gain VIP access, which she claimed would help her start her own live streaming career. However, Jia's obsession spiraled out of control. She accumulated significant debt by using credit cards and borrowing money to fund her tipping. Pang, unaware of the full extent of her spending, was forced to sell the home he had purchased before their marriage to cover some of her debts. In September 2021, Pang and Jia tried to start a new venture in the world of online content creation. They established a cultural media company, planning to produce videos reviewing restaurants and other local businesses. However, their efforts failed to gain traction, and the business struggled to generate any meaningful revenue. During this time, Pang discovered Jia's ongoing tipping of male streamers and the financial toll it had taken on their family. During a trip to his hometown in October 2021, Pang confided in his older brother about Jia's behavior, expressing his frustration and concern. Despite Jia's assurances that she had been misled by promises of refunds and potential gains, Pang began to feel the weight of their crumbling marriage and financial instability. On November 24, 2021, Pang returned to his hometown of Huainan to pay respects to his ancestors. It would be the last time his family saw him alive. Shortly after, around December 20th, 2021, Pang disappeared. He stopped answering phone calls and video chats, leaving his family puzzled and concerned. Jia told Pang's family that he had left Suzhou to avoid creditors and deal with his mounting debts. She claimed he needed time to recover financially and would return once things were resolved. To maintain this illusion, Jia used Pang's social media accounts to post updates and even sent GPS location pins to his family to reassure them. Over the next few months, Jia manipulated Pang's family to extract money under the pretense of helping him pay off debts. She borrowed a total of 370,000 yuan, approximately $50,000, citing various urgent needs such as rent, business loans, and daily expenses. Pang's family, trusting Jia and worried about Pang's well-being, complied with her requests. Jia's consistent reassurances and staged social media activity kept suspicions at bay. In reality, Pang was already dead. His frozen body lay hidden in the freezer in their home, while Jia continued to live her life as though nothing had happened. On March 9, 2023, the truth finally came to light. Jia Dongli's mother, visiting her daughter's home to help clean, noticed an unusual freezer in the bedroom. It was sealed tightly with tape and cluttered with miscellaneous items. Thinking it strange to have a freezer in a bedroom, Jia's mother decided to inspect it. She peeled away the tape and opened the freezer, initially seeing frozen meat and other ordinary contents. However, as she dug deeper, she discovered a horrifying sight: the curled-up, frozen body of her son-in-law, Pang Hongwei. Shocked and terrified, Jia's mother confronted her daughter. Realizing her secret was exposed, Jia confessed. She admitted to poisoning Pang with drugs and carbon monoxide before placing his body in the freezer. At her mother's insistence, Jia called the police and turned herself in. The investigation that followed revealed the full extent of Jia's deception. For 15 months, she had lived in the same house as Pang's frozen body, all while pretending he was alive. Jia admitted to using Pang's identity to continue borrowing money from his family. She also confessed to spending large sums on live streaming platforms to maintain her status as a top supporter of male streamers. Despite her confession, Jia's motives remained unclear. She vaguely cited marital conflicts as the reason for the murder, but investigators suspected deeper, more sinister intentions. Pang's family believed that Jia had killed him to prevent him from exposing her financial recklessness and fraudulent activities. In December 2023, Dongli stood trial for murder and fraud at the Suzhou Intermediate People's Court. The case attracted nationwide attention, with many comparing it to the 2016 Shanghai case where Chu Xiaodong killed his wife and hid her body in a freezer for 105 days. Chu was sentenced to death. Pang's family refused to forgive Jia or accept any form of settlement. Their demands were clear: justice for Pang and the maximum penalty for Jia. Legal experts and public sentiment overwhelmingly supported a death sentence. Although Jia had turned herself in, her premeditated actions, prolonged deception, and lack of remorse left little room for leniency. As of now, the court has yet to deliver a final verdict. However, given the gravity of her crimes, many believe Jia will face the death penalty. This case has left an indelible mark on the public's consciousness, serving as a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk behind a seemingly ordinary facade. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Together, we'll continue to uncover more mysterious and fascinating cases. Thank you for watching. Peace.